Should be live. Can you hear the music? Barely. Yeah, I just had an idea in my head. Thought I might try writing it out. I don't think it's very good, but we'll see. There's a weird noise in the background. I don't know what that is. Anyways, I haven't done a writing stream in a while. I felt like I should. Man-Eating Woods. Not a great title, but let me let's see if I can do a little bit better job talking and typing at the same time. I'm terrible with names. I'm probably gonna fuck this up, and I'm probably gonna fuck up perspective too, but that's fine. And Jonathan woke up. It was still middle of the night. The night air was cool, not cold. That feels unnecessary. We might change that. What do I want to say here? It was moon full heavy on it. Oh, I'm sorry. Help me out, Google. That's what I wanted to say. Now I'm going to change that from A to this. Mate. I feel like these sentences are short. Which would whoop in useful. Jonathan? Sure. You can have a weird name. Not fallen asleep in his bed. Eat the suburb? Yes. Shot bolt. Upright. pride with every ounce of his being. Force the world around him, make some semblance sense. That's a better sentence. What are you telling me? He did not shoot the bolt. Eyes. No. Adrenaline. Thank you. Caused him freeze at the speed of searched wood line. Searching for what? Searching for an answer? Yeah, maybe that's the line. For what he did not know. No capital there. Maybe for his abductor. Or perhaps it's the one. For some sign of his location. Nah, I don't like that. I was gonna say he found neither, but I don't care for that. Each moment that passed. What do I want to say? Moment that passed. His heart faster. His limbs. We'll introduce this here. Teenage limbs. Grew Rigid. Place wrong. Not just because it was not where he was supposed to be. I definitely cannot talk about the themes of this and think at the same time, or and type at the same time. There was a sense of barely contained. That's not right. Can you help me, Google? Yes. Thank you. Contained malice in the inert. Focusing on any one tree trying to say, like, he's looking at the tree and each tree doesn't look wrong, but when taken as a whole, there's something off. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase that. Focusing on any one tree. Yield. That's wrong. Yes, I did. Thank you. Yield no secret. Somehow, the forest as a whole. Why did I capitalize that? Kept. Dark. Change. Truth. Just what? You do? I'm feeling like as time stretched on, the shadows closed in, but I kind of don't like that line. Each passing second the light of the moon constricted his mind birth new horrors. Nope, horrors. Creeping just out of sight. Just as the fear and uncertainty, thank you, or about boil over and send him careening. That's not what I'm. Carning? Come on, Google. All right. Too dumb to use that word. Send him flying a random direction. His fear given a no, that's not the way I want to phrase that. Solid form just in front. Is it one word or two? Two words. In front of him. Came the conduit of his formless. I don't really like that, but it's what I got right now. There was a very human shape. Weaving through. The branches. Ward? Yeah. To ward, yeah. Oop. Is that the wrong? Yes. I want to go a little bit more before the next part. Breath, aim, rapid, shallow. As if the creature, creature be repelled if he simply had enough oxygen. Okay, so now I wanted to step out, but I'm trying to think of how I want to do it. So, what about, even though the clouds cover the moon, or even though now the moonlight was little more than a pinprick, his eyes were so wide he could clearly see the figure stepped into the that works. His eyes were so, oh yeah, that's the wrong where. Thank you, Google. So wide. Even though moonlight was a pinprick through the foreboding. Yeah, misspelled that. Clouds. He clearly see the figure that emerged. Wow, I butchered that. I need another name. A last name. Oh, well, yeah. Mr. Levin. I should know this. Hold on. I gotta look this up. That's what it is. Find the window, Don. Mr. Leavenworth. I'm related to distantly to the Leavenworths. Yeah, I know. How come you fixed it there but not up here? I'm trying to... Oop. I used his name somewhere else, didn't I? Yeah, I'll find it later. He says and is never going to find it later. Was assailed by a horde of new. That's on period. Relief. At a somewhat familiar face. Fusion. Over. He's confused because he's in the woods, but how do I phrase that? Fusion over. I have faces present in this strange place. New fear. That this man was the source of his unwitting creation. Mr. Leavenworth. For his part, I want to say, like, because he's not the reason he's out here. He knows why they're out there, but he doesn't expect Jonathan to be. So internally, he's going to be confused and angry that Jonathan is there. But I want him to have kind of a sourpuss. Hid his fear and anger at the young boys. At the young boys what? Anger Figure out the young boys. Prize presents. Behind his usual. Ooh, yeah. That's not how you spell that. Usual. Grim visage. Wow, can't even help me. Usual. I think that's right. I don't know. What are you doing? Nope. Here. Put an exclamation point on that. Shouted. Mr. Levin. Clouds finished their meal of the moon. As, not young Jonathan recoiled at the older man's, I don't want to say screams, tone. Senior of the pair so he feels bad about yelling. He understands that that's not the right thing to do in the situation. I'm just trying to figure out a poetic way to write that. Wrapped his about realizing, nope, realizing. Yeah, okay. What he had done. Forced his agitation. That's so wrong. Agitation, thank you. Down Bruh. Sorry. Couldn't yell. But a boy your age could not be here. Not here, not here, here. Jonathan didn't really know old man Leavenworth. He was just some old guy who lived next door. Sorry. Never said much. Never said much. Didn't go out. Seemed to be in a grouchy mood. And excuse me. But even slightly familiar face. Did I call him a familiar face before? Yeah. So we're not going to do that again. A known but a known person however remotely known yes, I know it's misspelled. Remotely? Thank you. However remotely known. This unwelcoming setting, trying to reassure him Nah, don't use him. The young man. Was a great grief? Yes. Mm. What do I want to say here? I'm trying to get, like, he's not going to respond, but the old man will. But I'm trying to get, like, why he's not responding. Something like, Fear still held his tongue. Yeah, okay. Fear still held Jonathan's tongue. But the older saw the relief wash over the child. Killed child. Come on. I can get you out of here. He held out his gnarled and age, I think this is a hyphenated word, age-worn hand to help the boy, I want to see John up to his to his feet. As the moon slowly and weakly brought out of its, hold on, I need a different word. This for us. Cloudy. I like foggy. Foggy prison. Where are we? How did we get here? Why do I keep wanting to do it EAR? We get here. Why are we ellipses? Questions. Forth from, where is it, Jonathan? As if his vocal chords? Is that the right chords? I don't know. We're afraid. Frid? Help me out. Thank you. Afraid. They would seize again before he could ask them all. Yeah, we'll just go with the name. Leavenworth. Only shook his head in response. See, this is the part of the story that I didn't like. Because there's really no reason for him not to answer. But I don't want him to answer for the end. I think it'll make the ending better. And maybe I can work something in. Probably not. I'm not that good of a writer. Just follow me. And let's get you out of here first. answers. In the morning. This is gonna take me 10 minutes to read. Without waiting for confirmation, old man headed off into the woods. Kind of weak. Now I'm going to choose it to brush. Nothing else to I want to say like nothing else to look at. He's going to be studying the old man. We're going to learn a little bit about the old man and his relationship to Jonathan. But okay. Jonathan. Is studied. That's poorly phrased. Studied the aging man. I will do aged. Aged man for him. John's that's kind of a double whatever. Memory. Thank you. Neighbor. Yeah, well, you know what I'm trying to spell. Always seemed so large. Standing on his porch. Judging him is little. I'm probably going to wrap up there. I didn't think this would take me 2 days. I'll probably finish it next week. I want to play Hollow Cure tomorrow. But I'll read through it real quick, and that'll be the end of the stream. When Jonathan woke up, it was still the middle of the night. The air was cool, but not cold. The moon was full and heavy on this picturesque night. It would have been beautiful had Jonathan not fallen asleep in his bed in the suburbs. He shot bolt upright, tried with every ounce of his being to force the world around him to make some semblance of sense. Adrenaline caused him to freeze at the speed of light. He searched the wood line. Be a comma there. He searched the wood line. Searching for what? He did not know. Maybe his abductor? Or perhaps for some sign of his location? Each moment that passed, his heart beat faster. His teenage limbs grew more rigid. The place was wrong. Not just because it's not where he was supposed to be. There was a sense of barely contained malice in the inert trees. Focusing on any one tree revealed no secrets. Somehow, the forest as a whole kept a dark and dangerous truth just out of sight. Each passing second, the light of the moon constricted, and his mind birthed new horrors creeping just out of sight. Just as the fear and uncertainty were about to boil over and send him flying in a random direction, a solid form just in front of him became the conduit of the formless. There was a very human shape weaving through the branches towards him. His breath became rapid and shallow, as if the creature could be repelled if he simply had enough oxygen. His eyes were so wide that even though the moon's light was a pinprick through the foreboding clouds, he could clearly see the figure that emerged. Mr. Leavenworth, his neighbor. Jonathan was assailed. That's supposed to be by a horde of new emotions. Relief at a somewhat familiar face, confusion over the face's presence in this strange place, and a new fear that this man was the source of his unwitting relocation. Mr. Leavenworth, for his part, hid his fear and anger at the young boy's surprise presence behind his usual grim visage. "What are you doing here?" shouted Mr. Leavenworth. The clouds finished their meal of the moon as young Jonathan recoiled at the older man's tone. The senior of the pair, realizing what he had done, forced his agitation down with a deep breath. "Sorry. Shouldn't have yelled. A boy your age should not be here." Jonathan didn't really know old man Leavenworth. He was just some old guy who lived next door. He never said much, didn't go out, and seemed to be in a grouchy mood constantly. But a known person, however remotely known, in this unwelcoming setting, trying to reassure the young man was a great relief. Fear still held Jonathan's tongue, but the elder saw the relief wash over the child. "Come on, I can get you out of here." He held out his gnarled and age-worn hand to help John up to his feet as the moon slowly and weakly fought out of its foggy prison. Where are we? How did we get here? Why are we... Questions poured forth from Jonathan, as if his vocal cords were afraid that they would seize again before he could ask. Them all. There. Mr. Leavenworth only shook his head in response. "Let's get you out of here first. Answers can come in the morning." Without waiting for confirmation, the old man headed off into the brush. Jonathan's gaze studied the aged man before him. In John's memories, his neighbor always seemed so large, standing on his porch. I'm going to add something right here. Looking down and judging him and his little friends. There's not too much more to go. But I'll finish this next week. Alright. I'm tired. Get out of here. It was lovely seeing you. Get out of here. I'm asleep.